Why, happy Monday. I think it's at 82 or 81 degrees in my car, so it's a nice spring like day here in Austin, Texas. And we're going to be talking about Austin politics. Austin civil rights director resigns in disgrace. Hopefully, it's more to come because Austin is plagued by poor leadership. We have a criminal first DA, Mr. Jose Garza, which is our district attorney here for Travis County. I mean, if you're a criminal, you might as well come to Austin because they'll give you that sweet deal of deferred adjudication, whatever. Where if you stay out of trouble for X amount of years, it's like you never committed a crime. Giving you plea deals for murders. I don't know. It's just Austin's a mess, and I don't know how to fix it. I just know I can't fix it alone. That's right. Austin civil rights director resigns after employees filed complaints about workplace mistreatment. This is, of course, the New York Post. So this is Austin, Texas. This is a Texas news. A city of Austin under the New York Times, not the New York Times, the New York Post. So this is getting nationwide coverage. Carol Johnson was placed on administrative leave last summer amid the allegations of workplace mistreatment and retaliation. The inaugural director of Austin Civil Rights Office reportedly submitted her resignation this week, several months after multiple city employees filed complaints about alleged workplace mistreatment. Well, sorry, it's the flashing lights they're getting me. Carol Johnson was originally chosen to be the head of the newly formed Civil Rights Office in January 2021. The department, created by the council months earlier to be a centralized entity to enforce civil rights, anti-discrimination ordinance, and federal statutes. I don't know if that's the city's position. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some federal laws when it comes to employment. Either way, it doesn't really matter. She was placed on administrative leave last summer amid allegations of workplace mistreatment and retaliation, then submitted her resignation on Wednesday, according to KXN. Carol was instrumental in establishing the City of Office of Civil Rights as the first civil rights director, assistant city manager. Assistant city manager Veronica Brishwara, Brasino, I think that's Brasino, wrote in a memo this week, according to the local news outlet. I want to thank her for the service and our community and its organization. 6 employees of the Office of Civil Rights originally filed complaints last April, accused Johnson of ignoring COVID-19 safety protocols during the surge of infections and placed unreasonable demands on work performance. The Austin Statesman reports the city hired an outside law firm to conduct an investigation, which concluded her lack of management and communication skills and disinterest in people and their work activities seemed to be misaligned to fundamentally build any programs to accomplish any goals that may be established. According to the local newspaper, Johnson could not immediately be reached for comment on Sunday and previously challenged several of the complaints against her, telling the city that the employee had a history of behavioral issues with the workplace. The statement reports, well, there can be 2 things that are true. Those city employees could have behavioral issues, and you could be a POS person that mistreats their employees. Another example of Peter principle in action, checking the boxes that do not confirm managerial skills for fitness for the job. Yeah. I'm not going to read the comments. That was a really small let's see here. Let's see what the KX or KXAN has to say. Let's see here. Director, Resignation in the City. Resignation followed the 2022 investigation to Carol Johnson after allegations were raised regarding mistreatment and retaliation against office employees. Let's see, it was the first person for the role. According to Veronica Brisno, since the city received the investigation report, senior management team has been doing its due diligence to carefully look into the issues in the reports. Since Ms. Johnson had submitted her resignation, the matter is now closed. No, do not close this. You should investigate to make sure that they're not lying a-holes, you know. We got to make sure we get to the truth of it, regardless. I mean, I understand what they're saying. Her resignation means that the allegations are mute because you're not going to look into it. But you should look into it because this isn't going to be her last job. Not going to be her last city job or state job. The memo said Johnson's resignation will be effective February 28th. Tamilia Sandina will continue serving in the interim director role, the memo said. Selena was serving as the acting director during Johnson's leave. But the matter should not be closed. We should look into if there was legitimate complaints against Ms. Johnson. Because if Ms. Johnson was actually committing these acts, that should have a mark against her record. Not that there was investigations and then the investigation is closed. This is what I don't like. I don't think the matter should be closed. As the city spokesperson says, I have issues with this right here. Since the city received an investigation report, the senior management team has been doing its due diligence by carefully looking into the issue the report raised. Since Ms. Johnson has submitted her resignation, the matter is now closed. I mean, that's like me committing murder, but the reports say I didn't commit murder, but the police were looking into it. I mysteriously pass away or not mysteriously pass away. You should make sure that I committed that murder. So, I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. I don't like the fact that they're just closing the matter because of her resignation. The resignation is not a confirmed negation of her guilt. She's just resigning because she doesn't want the full scope of being fired or reprimanded. So she's skating responsibility of her being caught by resignating through her resignation. I don't know. It's just one of those things that I have to really think about. With that being said, that's my video. It's under 10 minutes. I'm going to keep it under 10 minutes. With that being said, leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are on the matter. And most importantly, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.